We welcome you to Catonsville, Maryland. In the broadcast booth, I'm Cam Crossett for this afternoon's single-game matchup between the CCBC Dundalk Lions and your CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. Let's first look at the record for the Lions coming into this match. Their two wins came against Westmoreland and Carolina Rays. They had an average about 3 runs per game. And on the other side for the Catonsville Cardinals, they have a record of 2-10 overall, or a conference record, of 2-6. They're in a 2-game losing streak. They split with Cecil back on Saturday, and they lost on the 15th against Shenandoah, and they lost at home. They lost against Shenandoah on the 15th. Their last game was this Sunday against Garrett on March 22nd. They gave up 41 hits in 2 games. Their final scores in those games were 20-10 to Garrett in the first game and 21-8 to Garrett in the Cardinals will be Lucas Livingston, number 14, the freshman from Orlando, Florida. Through 2 games played this season and 1 start, he is 0-1. Has pitched only 2 innings with 1 strikeout, gave up 11 hits, 11 runs, 2 walks, and has a whip of 13. Take a look at the lineups for Dundalk. We have Ethan Rayner, Xavier Harris, Kareem Wright, Ryan Kennedy, Cameron Cook, Aiden Bonds, Parker Harris, Matthew Freeman, and Landon Corey. That's your 1 through 9 for the Lions of Dundalk. And we'll be underway here from Catonsville. We thank you so much for joining us on a Thursday afternoon. Beautiful weather from Catonsville, a high of 82 degrees here at first pitch. And Livingston will throw the first pitch to Ethan Rayner. The big swing and a miss from Rayner gets him down to 0-1. Rayner wears the number 27 for Dundalk. Hails from Baltimore, Maryland, a 6-foot sophomore, as he lines that one into left center field for a base hit. Charging after it was Skylar Jersey in center. And batting second will be Xavier Harris, number 0, the shortstop. Keep in mind, this will be a 9-inning single game. Usually we play 2 games here at Catonsville, but today in the midweek we'll have a single game in 9 innings. The pitch outside. Rick's counts at 1-0. Harris, the 5'9" first year from Jacksonville, Florida, takes a look into the second pitch. It's called a ball, count 2-0. Harris, through 14 games played, has a batting average of .273, 9 RBIs on 7 runs and 9 hits, with 9 stolen bases. Here's the 2-0 from Livingston. Off and running to second goes Rayner, and he's there safely. So Rayner aboard with a stolen base. In the game on March the 22nd against Frederick, Harris was 1 for 1 with an RBI and a stolen base. He has been playing baseball since he was 3 years old. It's the pitch from Livingston called a strike. Count is now 3-1. Livingston and the Cardinals have to get early outs to try to get out in front, and maintain a lead, as Harris takes a strike to make it full count, 3-2. Lions started off the top of the first with a single to left center field. Here's the full count pitch from Livingston. As Harris hits that one in the infield, picked up by Hernandez across the diamond to A.J. Perry. We'll take a look at the defensive alignments in the field for Catonsville from left to right in the outfield. Is Wyatt Bickers, Skylar Jersey, and Caden Williams. From left to right in the infield is Demir Simon, Adrian Hernandez, Nick Medilli, and A.J. Perry. And behind the dish and catching for Catonsville is Yamil Santiago. The designated hitter will be Harik Vital. Stepping into the box for Dundalk is Kareem Wright. Wright, the center fielder, wears the number 15 for the Lions. 5'10" sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. The count is 1-0. The pitch. Wright hits that one right to Demir Simon, who mishandles it in the infield. That's going to drive home Rainier. And Dundalk is aboard 1-0. They'll bring up first baseman Ryan Kennedy. Kennedy wearing the number 28 for Dundalk. A sophomore from Towson, Maryland. Pitch. Outside. Call the ball. Counts work to 1-0. One out here in the top of the first. Pitch. Blocked by Santiago. Stealing second is Wright. The runner in scoring position for Dundalk. Pitch. Kennedy skies that one into the outfield, dropping for a base hit in front of the right fielder, Caden Williams. Advancing to second was Kareem Wright. And everybody is safe, so there's runners on the corners for Dundalk. Bringing up the third baseman, Cameron Cook, number 24 for Dundalk. The pitch thrown over to the first baseman, A.J. Perry, as Ryan Kennedy gets back there in time. As Cook, a 5'10" freshman from White Marsh, Maryland. It's the pitch. Cook skies that one into left field. Coming home to score will be Kareem Wright, and Dundalk takes a 2-0 lead near the top of the first. On the RBI single to left field by Cook. Aiden Bonds will be the batter. Bonds wears number 12. He's the catcher for Dundalk. Bonds, a 5'7" first year from Stevensville, Maryland. Through 11 games played, has a .273 batting average with one home run that came back on March the 10th against Anne Arundel Community College. Driven home 5 runs on 6 hits and 1 stolen base. Against CCBC Essex on March the 21st, which was his last game, he went 1-2 with 1 hit and 1 strikeout. There's the 2-0. Here's the 2-0 from Livingston with 1 out. Pitch. Bonds hits that one to the right field, just in front of Williams. And the bases are loaded for Dundalk. The batter will be second baseman Parker Harris. Harris, where's the number 6 for Dundalk. He chops at that one, sending it right to Demir Simon, who has another error in the infield. And the errors on the base pass for Simon continue, but ball drifted foul, so we'll try it again. Simon will not get an error, and Harris will get a chance to hit again. As Kennedy is on third, Cook is on second, and Bonds is on first. The pitch. Laid off, called a ball. Counts work to 1-1. The pitch. Big swing and a miss from Harris. Counts 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Harris swings at that one. Right to Hernandez. Across the diamond to Perry. As another run will score for Dundalk. Make it 3-0. On the 6-4 putout. Hernandez had a chance to get 2 there, but he did not go to Medilli at second. Decided to go to Perry at first base. Matthew Freeman will be the batter. Freeman wears the number 1 for Dundalk as a designated hitter. Pitch. Taken for a strike. Count 0-1 to start off the at-bat to Freeman. The numbers on Freeman momentarily. Called the ball. A block by Santiago. Through 6 games played this season, Freeman has a batting average of .444 on 4 hits. And Sunday against Frederick, which was his last game, he went 1 for 1. Laid off again to work the count to 3-0. Pitch. High. Count 2-1. Here's the 3-1. Pitch to Freeman. Taken for a strike. Freeman thought it was a ball. He almost took off for first, but has to stay put at home. This will be the full count pitch. 2 outs here in the top of the first. The Lions have played at 3. And Freeman goes down looking on the backwards K from Lucas Livingston. That was his first K of the afternoon. The Cardinals heading to the bottom of the first, trailing by 3. Work to do. We'll be back in Catonsville. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Crossett here with you. Cardinals trail by 3 as we head to the bottom of the first. The leadoff batter for the Cardinals will be Wyatt Bickers. On the mound for Dundalk will be number 5, Brody Cassidy. Cassidy in recent days just don't have the numbers on him. The pitch from Cassidy. It's worked to 3-0. Bickers works a walk. The lineup will do over to Henrik Vital, the designated hitter. It's Bickers. Next time he's up to bat, we'll give the numbers on him. Henrik Vital, 6'1" sophomore from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Through 9 games played, has 1 RBI. That was against Palm Beach on February 17th. Has 3 runs on 2 hits, 3 walks driven in. In his 2 at-bats against Garrett, he drew 2 walks. That Garrett game was back on Sunday afternoon. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, appeal to the infield umpire. Says he went, so it's counted as 0-2. At first base, and Wyatt Bickers. Outside, so works the count to 2. Vital will try to reach, put 2 runners on for Catonsville. Wyatt Bickers on first, he drew the walk. As Vital goes down looking. Jersey. A 6-foot freshman from Winter Park. Through 12 games played, has a .442 batting average, 4 home runs on the season, 9 RBIs and 14 runs and 19 hits, 6 walks and 2 stolen bases. In the game against Garrett back on Sunday, he was 2 for 3 with 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Pitch. Nice block by the catcher Bonds. Nice block by the catcher Bonds. It's the pitch. It's Jersey. The 2-0 pitch to Jersey. Is on its way. It's way out. Goes past the catcher Bonds all the way to the backstop. Advancing to second will be Wyatt Bickers. On a wild pitch from Brody Cassidy. Cassidy does have the first strikeout of the afternoon. He strikes out Henrik Vital. Pitch to Jersey, draws the walk. Jersey's walked in first base. Runners on first and second for Catonsville. The batter will be A.J. Perry, the first baseman from Boca Raton, Florida. Perry, through 12 games played, has a batting average of .382. Had a home run on Saturday against Cecil. Has 9 RBIs and 8 runs over 13 hits, 6 walks drawn over 1 stolen. Into the outfield. Calling everybody off will be the left fielder, Landon Corey. for out number 2. The batter will now be third baseman Demir Simon. Simon, third baseman, had those 2 errors early in the top of the first in the infield. We'll see what he can do offensively in the batter's box. Simon, through 12 games played, has a batting average of .296, 1 home run back on March the 14th against 10 runs and 8 hits, 11 walks and 1 stolen base. The first pitch to Simon. This is Garrett on March 22nd. He went 1 for 2 with 1 hit, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Count has worked to 2-0. Simon, big cut out and miss, 2-1, or 2-1, excuse me, is the count. If he gets on, we'll load the bases for Catonsville. 2 runners aboard for the Cardinals so far. And he freezes Demir Simon. He walks off the mound, stranding 2 on base, striking out 2. Brody Cassidy, decent job on the mound so far, not giving up any runs in the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second as CCBC Dundalk will come to bat. Welcome back to Caton. Decent lead into the second. Livingston had, but other than that, he's given up 4 hits and 3 runs. As Corey, the 9-hole hitter for Dundalk, where's the number? 5'10" freshman from Bradenton, Florida. Through 14 games played, has 1 RBI, 4 runs, and 6. Picks up the ball smoothly across the diamond. Can't get it over there cleanly in time to A.J. Perry. That one's going to skip into foul ground. Caden Williams is over there to pick it up the right. So that ball ended into the foul territory next to the Lions dugout. And single to left center field. Then he stole second base. So he started off the Lions hitting parade this afternoon. And they just kept it going. Already 5 hits in an inning and a third. Continues to struggle defensively on the base paths. This now has 3 errors on Simon. As he struggled with that on Saturday against Cecil. Throughout the game, he did clean it up a bit, so good to see from Simon. We'll see if he can clean it up here so far as they trail 3-0 to Dundalk. 1-1 the count, top of the second. Pitch, skied. Wyatt Bickers there. Coming over for it is Bickers, calling everybody off. The batter will be Xavier Harris. Season. And Hernandez wears the number 20. One out here in the second inning. The pitch. Called a strike as Harris takes a look. Count is 0-1. It's the 0-1 pitch. Blocked by Santiago. A throw down to Simon. He's got him for the out. Landon Corey caught stealing third base as he had no chance. Demir Simon with a good play at third applied the tag perfectly for out number 2. It's the pitch. Harris, the check swing. The player says he did not go, so the count is 1-0 with the ball. Livingston's pitch. Harris hits that one right into the hole. Medilli, good play at second base. So over to Perry, who mishandles it as the players collide at first base. As that ball is going to go all the way to the Lions' dugout. As Harris is on board after that base. Both players are okay. As another hit for Dundalk. We'll bring up center fielder Kareem Wright. Wright reached on an error last time up. Pitch. The throw down to second base. His play is not made as Medilli was covering the bag, but the ball went over his glove and into the outfield. Harris steals second. Pitch from Livingston. Runner did not go. The count is 1-1. Pitch. Taken for a strike. Counts 1-2. 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. Wright keeps the fight alive. Miss. Lucas Livingston gets out of the inning after stranding one at second base. The score remains 3-0. We head to the bottom. Welcome back to Catonsville for the bottom of the second inning. I'm Cam Crossett with you. The batter will be Yamil Santiago for Catonsville. As that first pitch from Cassidy hits Santiago, as he is aboard first with a hit by pitch. Up to bat is Nick Medilli, the second baseman for Catonsville. Medilli, a 6-foot sophomore from Winter Garden, Florida. Through 10 games played, has a batting average of .308, 1 RBI. That was against Garrett back on Sunday. He's had 6 runs on over 8 hits, 2 walks. The game against Garrett on Sunday, he was 1 for 1 with 1 RBI and 2 walks. Pitch, Medilli skies that one. That one's going to work for a base hit. Medilli rounding first, going to third is Santiago. He's coming home. Yamil Santiago hustles around 2 base paths, and he is around to score, make it 3-1 Dundalk. Great hustle by Yamil Santiago as that ball was hit into the left field gap, hugging the third base line for a base hit, RBI base hit for Nick Medilli. As Medilli winds up on second base. The batter will be Caden Williams, the right fielder for Catonsville from Brandywine, Maryland. Williams, through 10 games played, 3 games pitching. Through 10 games played, he has 3 runs and 3 walks. On Saturday against Cecil, he was 1 for 3 with 1 hit and 2 strikeouts. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Williams. Skies that one into the outfield. Coming over for it will be the center fielder, Kareem Wright, making the catch out there in center field as Williams is retired for out number 1. The batter will be the 9-hole hitter, Adrian Hernandez. Hernandez, a 6'3" first year from Winter Park, Florida. Through 7 games played, has 1 RBI. Against Cecil back on Saturday, he was 0 for 1 with 1 strikeout in the pinch hit attempt in the 6th inning. Pitch. Hernandez swings at that one foul. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Cassidy. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. He freezes Hernandez for out number 3. Hernandez goes down looking, and that is Cassidy's 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. The lineup will do over to the top of the order in Wyatt Bickers. Bickers worked a walk at his first plate appearance. The left fielder for the Cardinals. Pitch. Good blocked by the catcher, Bonds. Nick Medilli over there at second base. Reached via the RBI double. As Pitch, half swing by Bickers. The appeal to the infield umpire says he did not go. Count is worked to 2-0. Pitch. Hits right to the pitcher, Cassidy, who puts it over to the first baseman, Ryan Kennedy. And the side is retired. So, no, 1 run on 1 hit. The Cardinals leave 1 runner on base. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. The score is 3-1 Lions. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to up the 3rd inning. As the Lions lead it 3-1. Lucas Livingston on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. The batters in the top of the 3rd for Dundalk will be Ryan Kennedy, Cameron Cook, and Aiden Bonds for the Lions. Leading off will be Ryan Kennedy, who singled to right center field his last time up. As Kennedy takes a big swing and miss to make this a 0-2 count. Livingston had a good is called out in that swing. The ball did jump in front of Santiago, but he was able to get it back in time, and then the umpire called Kennedy out. Cameron Cook will be the batter. The 3rd baseman had an RBI single to left field back in top of the 1st inning. As that first pitch, it's called the ball. The appeal down to the infield umpire says runner did not go. 2-0 the count. Here's the 2-0 from Livingston. Skied upwards by Cook. Out of play. As the count will work to 2-1. It's a 2-1 pitch from Livingston. Called a strike, evens up the count to 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Cook skies that one foul. Simon was chasing after it, the third baseman. Called the ball, works the count full to 3-2. As Cook is looking to become the first runner on base for Dundalk in this inning. Just a full count pitch from Livingston. Foul tip off of Santiago. He's going to be in some pain after that one. As the umpire goes out to talk to Livingston, gives him a new baseball. Gives time for Santiago to shake off the hit he took off that foul tip. As Livingston steps back on the mound, we'll be back to playing. Full count pitch. Cook. It's another hack foul out of play to the left side. As Cook hits that one to the shortstop, Hernandez across the diamond to Perry for out number 1. 6-3 putout. Aiden Bonds will be the batter. Bonds reached first on the in the first inning. That made it 3-1. Excuse me, that made it 3-0 at that point. Then the Cardinals added 1 back in the bottom of the second. Big swing and a miss by Bonds. It's the count even at 1. Pitch. As Bonds hits that one right to the shortstop. Hernandez over to Perry to retire the side. The Lions go 1-2-3 here in the top of the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors with 1 strikeout for Livingston. We head to the bottom of the third. Score is CCBC Dundalk 3, Catonsville 1. come back to Catonsville. Score is 3-1 for the Lions. The batters will be Vital, Jersey, and Perry, the 2-3-4 hitters for Dundalk. Leadoff batter will be Harik Vital. Went down swinging with a strikeout in the first inning. Cardinals had a decent bottom of the second inning with an RBI two-bagger mid-illy, which brought home a run. It's the first swing by Vital's fouled to the right side. Pitch. Big swing and a miss from Vital as he goes down swinging for out number one. The batter will be Skylar Jersey. Jersey. Time up. Pitch. Jersey muscles that one to the second baseman, Parker Harris, who flips it easily over to the first baseman, Ryan Kennedy, for out number two. The batter will be A.J. Perry, who flew out to the left fielder, Landon Corey, last time up, back in the first inning. It's the pitch to Perry. Blocked by the catcher, Bonds. As the ball is taken, count 1-0. Pitch. Work to 2-0. Squeezed by Bonds. Works the count forward to 3-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Pitch. Taken for a strike to Perry. The count is 3-1. Perry looking to avoid being the third out of the inning. It bounced off home plate as Perry will take first with the wild pitch. The batter will be Amir Simon, the fifth hole hitter. Pitch upstairs. Taken for a ball to count 1-0. Simon went down with a strikeout in the first inning. That was his first plate appearance, so he's 0 for 1 so far. The pitch. Simon pops it up. Shallow right field. Calling off everybody is Rayner in right field to make the third out. So we head to the top of the fourth inning as one runner is left on for the Cardinals. The score remains 3-1 Lions. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Catonsville. Welcome back to Catonsville for the start of the fourth inning. Lucas Livingston takes the mound for his fourth inning of work. The batters for Dundalk will be Parker Harris, Matthew Freeman, and Landon Corey, the 7-8-9 batters, as they look to extend their lead. Already a 3-1 lead through 3 innings. Decent job on the mound for Brody Cassidy, has 4 strikeouts so far. The first pitch to Harris, skied in the infield. Calling everyone off is A.J. Perry. Coming over is Nick Badilli to make the over-the-basket catch. As that over-the-shoulder catch by Badilli is out number 1. As the batter will be Matthew Freeman, as he gets plucked. Corey reached on first, but then when he went to steal third, he was tagged out. As Corey has some good sound to that one. That is not going to fall in my watch as he makes the catch for out number 2. The lineup will do over to the top of the order and Ethan Rayner. Rayner, the right fielder. This will be his 3rd plate appearance. Vickers in the 2nd inning had a single to left center field in the 1st inning. The pitch. As Rayner gets that one. And grounding to third base is Freeman. As the batter will be Xavier Harris. As the misplay in the infield by Demir Simon, that's error number 4 for Simon, brings home Freeman. Simon had a spin in the infield to get that baseball cleanly. He could not, as a 1 run will score. The batter will be 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. Two outs here in the top of the 4th. The pitch. Swing and miss. Blocked by Santiago. Going to third base was Rayner. So, pitch to right. Call the ball. The count 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch with 2 outs from Livingston. Wright swings at that one, goes into the gap between Hernandez and Simon. Another run will score. That'll be Rayner. Make it 5-1 Lions. Ryan Kennedy will be the batter for as Kennedy is 1 for 2, had a single to right center field in the 1st inning and It's the 1-0 from Livingston. To at Swiggs, the Celts work to 2-0. By Santiago, he doesn't know where it is, but he finds it. The 3-0 count to Kennedy with 2 outs. The pitch outside, just throw down the third base. He does not get the runner out in Freeman. Excuse me, that is Harris over there on third. He does not get Harris out, as Xavier Harris is aboard third safely. So Harris just 90 feet away with 2 outs to make this a 6. Santiago and Livingston will talk things over on the mound. Coming out will be Coach, as the infielders convene as well. We don't have anybody warm in, so I think it's just going to be a cool down moment momentarily from Catonsville. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Livingston after the mound visit. He walks Kennedy. Has now runners on the bases are loaded for Dundalk. Harris on third, Wright on second, Kennedy on first. Cameron Cook will be the batter for Dundalk, and he has a chance to break this game. Today, RBI single to left field in the first inning and grounded out to the shortstop in the third inning as he fouls that one off. The pitch. It's Cook. Puts that one in play. Demir Simon chasing after it across the diamond to Perry. And the runner is out. As we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, It's the pitch from Cassidy. Called the ball to count 2-0. Hernandez struck out swinging in this. Cardinals get one back on the home run. They trail by 3. Blocked by Bonds. That bounces in front of him, advancing. Here's the pitch from Cassidy. The 2-0.
Every time I check the scoreboard, I become more appreciative.
Strike swing. Check swing, excuse me, by Hernandez. Player said he did not go, so the count is worked to 3-0. Pitch. Taken for a strike. Counts 3-1 with one out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cardinals trail by 3. Pitch. Taken for a strike by Hernandez. As Hernandez goes down looking. And that nasty pitch by. As the lineup will turn over to Wyatt Bickers at the top of the order for Catonsville. Pitch to Bickers. See. That one, foul, towards the Cardinals dugout. Smokes that one out of play. Charging after it will be the right fielder, Rayner. He dives out and he makes the catch for out number 2. What a play out there in right field by Ethan Rayner as he went full extension for the play. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Wyatt Bickers. Bickers 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the pitcher last time up. Reached out and blocked the first time up. CO1. Taken for a ball. Count worked even to 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. As Bickers puts a charge to the 1 right to the first baseman, Ryan Kennedy, who steps on the bag to retire the side. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Cardinals get 1 run back on the home run, leave 1 runner stranded at third base. Lions lead at 5-2. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel.